Howdy, everybody. What's up, big boy? Stepping on my foot. Hopefully, everybody's doing well. I'm going to start off by introducing my dogs. I know you guys have been watching me for a while and know my dog's name. So, this is Rain, my Connie Corso, and Storm, my Rottweiler, who's eating grass right now like a cow, and little Missy. Her name is short for Mississippi, which is where we got her when we brought her home. Little Mississippi. So I came on today because I wanted to give y'all a little bit of update on Homeboy because he was the star of yesterday's stream, and I was debating about coming on today or just waiting to the weekend, but I thought you guys would probably would want to see how he's doing because last night he had ate all of Missy's treats, and so this boy right here got into trouble, and so he started puking last night, and he was puking a lot apparently. So anyways, but he is doing fine. He's good. He's back with us all night long. He was fine. Storm was Stormy, come here, baby. Come here, sweetie. She's good. So they've been playing this afternoon. They're kind of tired, but they've been playing all afternoon, which I appreciate because sometimes they don't get Pamela. What's going on? Good evening. Sometimes I worry that they don't get enough exercise because we used to walk every morning, guys. I used to take them out first thing in the morning, and we go for at least a mile or so, a mile and a half of walking. So we haven't been doing that lately. So I'm wondering if that's something they're missing. Look, he's like staring at her, like watching her eat grass. Oh man, this boy is a bundle of energy, y'all. Sometimes my Rottweiler gets so tired of him, so she lashes out at him. What's up, Jenkins? You weren't the first one today, buddy. Oh, no worries, Pamela. Pamela says she's missed a couple episodes, and so she was just saying sorry she missed it. No worries. We stream frequently, so if you miss one, well, I'm right around the corner, right? I do mainly Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings. So, but here lately, I've been trying to come on during the week and let everybody know what's going on. And plus, we have great conversations during the week. So, but yeah, so Homeboy's fine, everybody. You can see he's doing his thing, playing around. He's his normal self now. However, he's gotten in trouble today with the dog sitter today. He got into trouble. So this boy, not only is he eating everybody's treats and getting sick and puking everywhere and making everybody scared, he's also been, look at him. Look at him. Life with Paul Z. What's up? Oh, this is Paul. Oh, Paul Z's got an update. Is that because you have a new channel, Paul, or is that just how you wanted to update it, your name? Storm. See, Storm's in a biting mode. I might have to stop her right now. Storm. She goes right for the neck every time. But he's starting to use his body weight on her. I'm gonna jump in a minute, guys. But yeah, he's starting to use his body weight against her, and she's not appreciating that. What's going on, Trevon? Pam says he's looking to get into mischief. Yep, exactly. He started mischief. Storm. Gosh. A lot of that's just her and her Rottweiler vocal self. Stormy. But she could be trying to tell him to calm down too at the same time. Thanks, Trevon, for subscribing. I appreciate you. Same channel, updated name, added my first. So you are ready to start streaming. All right, good. I gotta check your channel out. I don't think I've subscribed yet. Well, that's awesome, dude. And you're gonna have a lot to stream about pretty soon when you grab that, when you get that new. All right, they're getting really. Hold on a second, guys. Here, I want you to play with a toy. Because y'all getting a little too rowdy for me. Very difficult to keep two dogs. Yeah, you have to keep them entertained, man. You got to always watch out for them, and it's great because they entertain each other and they burn calories and energy. So, with me not walking them every day, it's like that's why I kind of let them play a little bit like that because it's like it burns a lot of energy for them. I'm just keeping an eye out, make sure we don't cross that line. Oh, Naomi says they're cute. Thank you so much, Naomi. Uh, Falaya or Talaya? I'm trying to see how do you say her name. Is she in heat or some weird? No, she's fixed, so she's not having all those issues. But that's kind of my Rottweiler. That's how she always is gets real dominant like. And so my Cane Corso has kind of been fighting for dominance a little bit. He's a lot better now that he's been fixed himself, but it's still there. It's still. Is it Talaya or is that a T or an F? The start of your name. Yeah. So Paul, I'm gonna click on your name and try to go to your channel. Naomi has 4 dogs, a pit bull, German shepherd, and 2 chihuahuas. The chihuahuas are the meanest, exactly. Just like my little Missy. Where's she at? There she is. She's the boss. It's always the little ones. Oh, so Talaya. Okay, cool. So yeah, they burn off the energy, then they chill for a second. Yep. So Rain got in trouble today with the dog sitter. So you got people who've watched my channel. They know I've been trying to get him to be a little less sensitive to when my neighbors come out in their backyard when they open their door and the dog comes out. But it's the same on both sides. My neighbor over here, these neighbors on this side actually kind of welcome him and they want him to be nicer to them. So they offered to give him treats over the fence line to kind of give him, lower his guard and maybe hopefully accept him as neighbors. And so my dog sitter was here today, and apparently the neighbors had came out, the wife, and so she was talking with them. And then Rain, he went full on attack mode, y'all. And he's like, as if he had never seen the neighbor before, as if I've never told him he can't do that, as if she's gonna come into the house, this poor older lady is gonna come and steal everything that he's ever owned. He was in full attack mode. No, okay, so can you blame the dog for being a dog? Can you blame the Cane Corso for being a Cane Corso? Me personally, I would, because if I was here, he knows better. He tones it down when I'm around him. But that's not the problem. How he gets in trouble is whenever the dog sitter corrects him. And you know what this little turd did? This little turd here acted like he was gonna bite the hen that feeds him, the dog sitter. This lady is great with my dogs, very knowledgeable, and like I said, I talk about her all the time because she's got a lot of. Look at that Junebug riding my dog. Stop riding my dog, Junebug. Very knowledgeable, very good with handling big dogs, and just knows what she's doing. And this boy right here acted. Come here, Rain. Come here. Come tell everybody what you did. 2 days in a row, boy, you've gotten in trouble. 2 days in a row. Yeah, 2 days in a row, this guy's gotten in trouble. And so he tried to act like he didn't really bite her, but he acted like it. And she told me that if she had kind of kept correcting him, that she felt like he was going to bite her. And I was like, ooh, boy, you better be glad. You better be glad I wasn't there. But here's the deal. I've noticed that. So the one incident we've had with him where he bit a family member. I've talked about this many streams ago, but it happened when I wasn't in the room. And one of the reasons why I was really, really upset about it is I felt like, man, it felt like it was my fault. I wish I could have been there to stop it. And, it was it was a family member who's not used to being around big dogs, was kind of real scared and didn't have that presence, didn't have that like, hey, I'm the boss kind of thing and you're the dog. They're just kind of like, kind of scared of her, scared of him. And so he sensed that fear and utilized that, and started treating her like she was lower in rank than he is. So you know what he's doing up there, right? Every time he goes back there, we know what he's doing. He's getting ready to find a place to relieve himself. Yeah. And so LL, my dogs go full attack mode when they see neighbors. They act like the world is literally ending. Exactly, Naomi. Completely uncalled for. So I'm like this. I want my dogs to fine. It's okay for you to if you're here and you're barking a little bit, saying okay somebody's out there, but it's the neighbor, for goodness sake. When it's the neighbor and you know it's the neighbor, okay, cool, chill. It's not someone trying to break in. Especially if I'm out here or if the dog sitter's here, there is no need to. She doesn't need your protection at that moment, especially when she's talking. When we're talking to our neighbors, we're talking to friends at the fence line. That is not your cue to start barking and acting like you are guarding everything and you're gonna tear down this fence and bite their head off. That's not the time to do that. And then certainly, if I correct you, you don't need to be biting me or pretending to bite me or whatever you're gonna do. That's crossing the line. So my Connie Corso, he's in hot water. But my Rottweiler, she's an angel. She's been an angel. Look at him go, guys. Look at him. He says, I'm free. Dropped the load and now he's free. And my Rottweiler reacts to it. She's like, he's going too fast for her. I'm surprised that my little Missy hadn't decided to jump in yet. She's watching though. She's doing what I'm doing. We're watching. We're watching you, buddies. It's honestly, she's so loud. My Rottweiler is so like vocal. It makes it sound worse than it is. Nobody's hackles are really up. And now she just falls over. But her mouth is just so loud, guys. Hey, Drax, man, what's up? But you see how he's using his body weight, y'all. He's like utilizing it because that's what she used to do to him. She used to body check him all the time for dominance. And so now he's like, all right, I'm gonna crash into you a couple times, see if you like that. And for a big dog, man, he's pretty quick, man. I always thought that my Rottweiler was fast. Whoa, whoa, woo. You always bend your knees, guys. When you got big dogs like this, bend your knees because they will crash right into you. All right, let me jump in here real quick. Look what I got, guys. Look what I got. Woo! It's always like up and down, right? It's up and down. They're like chilling for a minute, doing absolutely nothing, bored as all get out, to just. That's the life of these two dogs, man. I don't know what Missy. You know what? I wonder is Missy's over there chewing on his vomit from yesterday. Let's go check on her because she's a little bit too quiet. Missy, Missy, what are you doing? You got a guilty look on your face. You've been doing something bad, haven't you? Yep, she's eating his vomit from yesterday. Girl, go somewhere. Go. No. She's like, those are my treats, and I'm gonna get them regardless if he throws them up or not. I'm gonna get my treats because he ate her treats. $15 bag of Missy's treats. He downed yesterday, guys. Ate the whole, not the whole, almost the whole entire bag through his kennel. He kept nibbling and nibbling until he got a hole into it. And when he got a hole into the plastic, all the bones fell out. And he just went to town, y'all. Didn't eat his breakfast, knocked his kibble all over the floor because he was full. And then he got sick. That boy, man, he has been in hot water today, y'all. Hot water. Them thick thighs. So Missy's like, I'm gonna get my treats regardless. Oh man. So the dog sitter, she said she's gonna try to use some it's called puppy correct or dog correct. I think it's actually like a spray. Like so whenever the dog tries to do something, you can I guess use the spray. I don't know if it's a mild irritant or if it's just a liquid. I mean, cuz honestly, he doesn't like water. I could literally take the water hose and spray at him to get him to stop doing something. So I've been looking. I don't know if anyone's heard of that puppy correct or something like that. It's like a little. I looked it up a little bit to see what it was, and it looked like it was a canister of some spray. I don't know. I didn't see the ingredients in it, but I'll look more into that and let you know. Stormylicious, where you going, baby? Where you going? Where's my Stormy going? She's my baby. She's been a star, y'all. She's been the best. Yes, you have. You deserve all the love. Yes, you do. She's been my star dog, the best behaved all week. I should have like a gold star moment, like a gold star for the week. Like whichever dog is the best dog, you get a golden star. It's like little kids. Oh man. So yeah, they burn energy. Now they're ready to chill for a minute. But anyways, my Cane Corso is doing well. So, oh, Paul, I don't know if you're still on, but we were talking about him and his smell. Like you mentioned that he's probably not processing the food. So we started experimenting with new foods, and we're kind of slowly introduce. You know, we mix in the, whatever we try. We try to mix it in with his current food and see if he likes it, and then fully transfer over to the new food, and then kind of see if that works better for his smell situation. Because Homeboy, he when you know sometimes he smell his like his saliva or his body odor, it's just not great. You know what I mean? Fine Man says, "I'll always ask myself why tail is being cut off." Yeah, that's a frequent topic on the show. Is about docking the tails and cropping of the ears. And so the short answer to your question is tradition, style, cosmetic things. That's the short answer. But I'm sure that someone can come up with some other reason. But as far as I can tell, those are the reasons why people dock tails. I don't know if there's some sort of utility that made the trend kick off, and now they do this to dogs because of the look now. But maybe there was a usefulness to it before. But I don't know, because I do have people come on here like from Australia, and they have like farms and stuff, and they're like, well, my dogs need their tails in their ears because there's flies and blah blah blah. And so there's like a use for their dogs, you know, tails and ears. And so they are actually like, you know, advocating for, you know, for them to keep their tails and ears. And I'm like, well, my dogs are not really like they're not working on a farm. They're not trying to like, you know, whip away flies and everything like that. So but however, I will say this, and I say this a lot. At the end of the day, if we had to do it all over again, we don't see any value in it for the dog, so we probably wouldn't do it. How old is that Connie Corso? He is 2 years old, pushing 130. And my Rottweiler, she's over there. Let's go check on her. She's 4 years old, and then Missy is around about 13. Yeah, Draxman, you know, my wife has mentioned that too. You know, having those big tails can knock things over. And some people don't like that argument, man. They'll be like, well, you're going to mutilate your dog just so they won't knock something over. You shouldn't have a dog then. You know, that's how they come back at it. So I don't even, come back up here, guys, because I'm sure I'm losing internet. So I don't even make that argument anymore. I'm like, you know what? Cool. Come on, puppies. Missy, you stay out of that vomit. Come here, Missy. How she looking? She's like, but I want it. That dog, so that's the reason, guys. I don't let my dogs sleep with me, because no matter how sweet and cute and loving these puppies are, they still animals, and they do animal stuff, like eat vomit, eat poop, step in poop, rub their bodies on dead animals, eat. They carry these nasty dead birds around the house, around the yard. They're animals still, and you want to put that in your bed? Ooh, y'all not that cute for me. I love you to pieces, and I'll pet you to pieces, but you still been eating vomit, girl. Mm-hmm. Come on, let's go over here. Let's go play with some toys. She's happy now. I got some vomit, Daddy. I'm happy. Ate some of my vomit treats. It's been pre-digested. Oh man, these dogs, I tell you, wouldn't trade them for anything, but they are still dogs. Oh, you guys don't play with this toy anymore. I just bought this toy. Here, Stormy, do you want this? You want it? You want this? You want it? You want it? Oh, yeah. That's gonna kick off a whole another session. But fine, man. You're welcome. Drax, man. Big dogs would knock. Yeah. Okay. So I read that. Lovely off-road car says 86658 8675309. Paul B, what's going on? So I have on Paul B and I have on Paul Z. I think Paul Z is still here. Paul Z is going to be a new Connie Corso owner, and I think Paul is it okay if I mention your channel that you're getting ready to kick off? Awesome, Paul B. Nice to see you, man. Paul Z and Paul B are here. Yeah, these guys are something else. So this area here, for some reason, they love to dig in this one spot. That's why everything else has grass practically, and then this spot doesn't, because they've dug this massive hole. So where we live is basically all sandy soil. The part that you hear is basically me putting topsoil on it, so it doesn't look like sand. But if I dig deep enough in there, it's basically sand. So you can go as deep as you want to, especially if as a dog. So they've dug so deep right here, and I keep filling it in. The best I can come up with is I think they hear the sprinkler system down there, and they keep hearing it buzz or something, and they just go for it every single time. And I tried to put like sod and things to get. No, don't get in the dirt. Spend all this money on all this soil, and they want to lay in this dirty spot. They're looking fine there. Thanks, Paul B. Appreciate you. Fireman, my dream is to have those dogs with blue eyes. Looks like wolf. Yeah, you should have been on the stream last night, Paul. I'm sorry, Fine Man. Last night we had a couple of discussions about owning. Somebody wanted to own a wolf. Like they're like, man, you got to get a wolf, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Get a wolf? People in the comment and chat was like, how on earth are you going? That's not even legal to have a wolf. There's got to be all kind of laws against having a dog like that. And then they were like, well, there's a wolf mix of something. What is it called? A wolf? Gosh, I forget what they called it. But I said I was gonna look it up, but it was like a mixture of a wolf and some other big dog, and so apparently that's something that you can own, and I'm like, okay, well, I gotta look that up. Yeah, are you? So yeah, So Paul Z, are you talking about the Cane Corso, or are you referring to maybe the wolf blend that we were talking about last night? Because I know next to nothing about these breeds that are mixed with, I guess, a wolf. Like, I don't know. But you're right. If you're talking about just the Cane Corsos, they definitely can do some damage. And so this guy has already bitten the molding last year, I think it was. He was a year, and he was the trimming in the inside of my house. This house is basically brand new. We bought it a couple years ago, and this guy is already bitten into the molding around the corner. Maybe I'll show it to you guys later, but and I was just so upset when I came home. He had bit through that, and I believe this girl bit around on the wood under trimming underneath my window. I'm like, oh, these dogs, these dogs. That's why we have so many toys everywhere. We try to make sure that no matter where they are, they have something that's theirs, and they can go to town on it. Because last thing you need is for them to say, I have nothing to chew on, so I went for your shoes. Or I went for your, you want this? Want this, big boy? Ooh, gotta get it. Gotta be quick, boy. Gotta be quick. He's like, no, I'm gonna wait. Sometimes he's pretty good at this game. Like, I'll try to hold his toy and wait and try to snatch it from him before he gets it. He waits and doesn't even wince, and then he jumps all of a sudden. He's pretty good at this game. He's good with random attacks. unlike my unlike my Rottweiler, who pretty predictable when she when she strikes. Yeah, boy. So yeah, Missy's way in the corner over there. That's her thing. She's a wanderer. What's one nice thing about being out here is I think we fulfilled her dream. She's not a homebody kind of person. At the moment that we are not paying attention, that girl would be down the road visiting other people's houses, sniffing. She loves going on adventures. So in this backyard, she just literally gets lost back here. She just goes over there. She'll go behind the shop. She just have a blast. Beautiful eyes on him. They started off blue actually. I've got some photos maybe when he was or a couple videos with him as a baby, as a 4 month old, and his eyes were started off kind of like light blue and they just turned yellow slowly over time. Recently, my girlfriend wanted a German Shepherd. I bought one, but he is back on Africa, but he eats too much. Recently, back on Africa, what does that mean? Hmm. He's only 5 months, but he's becoming so big. I don't want to say the second part you said, Fine Man. You said something about is back on Africa. I'm a little bit lost on that. Praise is here. She is Africa. She's African. The dog is African, or I'm still kind of trying to piece that together. Or you're buying it in Africa. Hmm. What's going on, Praise? What you been up to, man? Oh, what's going on, buddy? Woohoo! Yes. Okay, I'm not sure. Yeah, man. So Paul Z, we started off with I guess it's a blend. I don't know if you where you are. There's tractor supply stores, but we have a local tractor supply store, and they have their own blend that they make, like their own brand. And so the lady said it was high in protein because that's what we look at primarily is how much protein, because obviously we don't want our dogs to be undernourished with protein, and so we're trying their blend. I think it's called For Health, and so we're slowly blending in that with his current kibble, and I don't know if he likes it or not, but you know we're giving it a shot, and we'll see how he responds to that. Ultimately, I think you're right, man. I think we should get around to maybe doing raw diet, or giving him a blend of raw and kibble, but it's just pretty expensive right now. She back home in Africa. Oh, fine. Okay. So, oh, are you from Africa, fine man? Been up to work, and digging, digging deep to be successful in school. All right, that's what's up. Went to go see my brother Hugh Jazz. Okay, very nice. Praise. Are you're not in Texas, are you? You have a great space for them. Yeah, I appreciate it, Paul B. I think we had this place in mind strictly because of the space, and we thought we were looking ahead because at the time we only had Storm and we had our male Rottweiler, um, and so but still we wanted our Rottweiler to have the room and we wanted more space, and so we settled out here in the country, a little area outside of outside of San Antonio area. So yeah. Oh, South Carolina. Okay, cool. See if this water hose. There were some ants on my water hose. I'm not trying to get bit right now. Yes, I've been here in USA, but my girlfriend's in Africa with the dogs. Oh, I got you. You bought a German Shepherd, but they're both back in Africa. I got you. Yeah. No, I'm not trying to get fire ant bit right now. So she came over here because she wants to play with the water hose. Okay, so Paul says people dock tails on Connie Corsos because when you have a 130 plus pound dog walking around your home and swinging their tail is seriously painful. When it hits you, especially if you have kids, you don't want that. So yeah, so Paul, that's what I brought that argument with some people, and they're just like vicious. They're like, you know, your arm off because you knocked something over. I'm like, ooh, like they just won't accept that argument. But yeah, but my wife was pretty much convinced by that argument too. She was like, look, I don't have my house wrecked because, because when they swing these big tails, man, they can do some damage. King Carso, President Canario, or Barbell, which do you think is stronger? Presa Canario. Oh, Presa Canario. Gotcha. I don't know. Appraised. I don't know very much. I mean, Presa Canarios, aren't they around about the same size as your Connie Corsos? Barbells, I think, are barbell. How do you say that? Barbell. Like I think those are big, massive dogs. I think they're bigger than your Connie Corsos. So I bet the barbell is bigger than all of those. But who's stronger? I don't know. Maybe the Connie Corso. I just don't know. Oh man, I want to play the water hose game with my dog, but we got ants all of my water hose, and I'm not trying to get bit tonight by fire ants. She wants to play. Poor baby. I'm so sorry. Let's go find a toy. You want to play with a toy instead? She's like, no, I want to play with the water hose, Dad. Have y'all? I don't know if y'all see me play water hose game with her, but she loves it. She loves water in general. This guy, on the other hand, not much of a water lover. He doesn't. He'll bite at it, but he's not all about it. She is about it, about it. Press reaching around 160th max, and barbells can reach up to two. Yeah, see, I thought so, um, but I think King Horse's bite force is strongest. That makes sense to me. Appraised. Probably best family dog we have had was a Rottie called Sandy. Aw, so good with me and my sister as young kids. Yeah, I mean, I think that was my wife's intent. I mean, my wife has always wanted a Rottweiler, and my coworker, I've got two coworkers, but that have been involved with our dogs. But the one coworker actually had a Rottweiler and had a full blood Rottweiler in her community, and she bred her dog and had a litter, and so we got Storm and Creed from her, and well, when she told me that she had him, I called my wife and Vila and says, "Hey, do you want Rottweilers? Here's our opportunity." It fell in our lap. So she was like, "Yes!" She jumped on it immediately, and that's how we ended up getting her and her brother. Of course, we lost her brother, and then of course my other coworker, who has a sister channel. I think a lot of you people already subscribe to her channel. It's called Ozzy the Connie Corso. She turned me on to this breed and has basically been kind of a great guide for me, and even has hooked me up with the breeder for the dog that we have for Rain. So, who's Creed? Yeah. So, Praise, you may not have heard the story that when we got Storm, she came with her brother, or we got them both at the same time, and we lost him about a year and a half ago. which is still kind of painful, but we lost him. And it was a collar accident. And that's why my dogs, you never see them in the backyard with collars on, because we've already lost one dog to collars. Yeah. Anyways, right now we're renovating my home. I'll add to demolition and renovation to this channel. When that happens in a month. Okay. So you're just kind of getting your house and stuff property underway, and then you're gonna start the channel. That's cool. Paul B. So just let me know, like Paul Z. I'll give you a shout out, man. So when you're ready to. And Paul B says that's Ace. I praise. Still waiting on Ozzy litter. Okay, so you're in line too. Okay, all right. Yeah, have y'all seen Vito lately? That dog is getting big, man. He is solid too, man. I have not seen him in person, but I've watched a lot of her content, and Vito is just an awesome little dog, man. So I can't wait to see what those puppies are going to be like in a year. I mean, I think they're going to be wonderful dogs. Wonderful dogs. I might have to join on the list. Nah, I think my house is full. I got enough dog right now. If you want to do an Aussie litter giveaway, I would be very happy to. Yeah, me too. I'd be happy to be part of that giveaway. Maybe. Yeah, Paul B. That was rough, man. I'm getting to the point where I can at least say his name without kind of wanting to kind of cry inside. You know what I mean? Because that was rough. I mean, that's why when people come on and they talk about losing a pet, and there's been people. I don't know if y'all remember, but a couple of streamers ago, there was a guy. Was his name Charlie, or I forgot, man. You could hear. I can't even. We're not talking, obviously. We're just texting, and I'm the one doing all the talking. But you can just kind of feel in his text the pain that he was going through. He just lost his dog, man. And I'm like, look, I know what that feels like. And we all kind of just band together and supported Homeboy, because that was rough. So yeah, it's hard when you lose a dog. Paul, that and getting bitten. That's had to happen. It's not fun. Who? Okay, wow. Yeah, Paul's like, I can't wait. Yeah, it's gonna be great, man. I mean, gosh, man, I'm happy for her, and I'm happy for you guys too. I'm happy that it worked out, that she was able to get the dog. I think the dog Vito was from Serbia, I believe, and yeah, she was kind of talking to me about that at work, and I'm just happy that that was successful and Vito's doing well. I know she was concerned about his ears, because I guess they kind of messed up the cropping. Blue Flame, you're back. You're back. What's up, man? Yes, I do, Blue Flame. You were here last night. We were chilling out. Uh, yeah, I don't know what's her price on the going for, or going to be going for. I'm not sure at all. That's all. That's all. Ozzy's mom, Chloe Santiago. What's going on, Chloe? Dee Dee Force says, get a doggo or Kango next. Dee Dee, I'm gonna be honest with you, guys. I honestly think that, now my wife may disagree with me. I kind of think that unless I'm retired or my wife is completely retired, I may just wait. Like when these guys, go to doggy heaven, which I don't hope anytime soon. I really want to have time to be here during the day. Like, I really appreciate my dog sitter. I love her to pieces. I think she's a wonderful person. She's been wonderful to our family. But I wish I could do that. I wish I could be here throughout the day training my dogs. Because you know what I want? Because somebody mentioned this on one of my streams. They were talking about this training channel. Oh my God, I just don't even remember the channel now. But anyway, he has a short video where there's two pit bulls, and you guys may have seen this, where two pit bulls are just sitting on the curb, right? And then a gang of dogs start barking and rushing at these two pit bulls. One has some sunglasses on his face, and the dogs don't react. and those barking dogs just kind of like stood there, and then they kind of turned around and it fizzed out. But those two dogs were so disciplined, they didn't budge. Like 4 or 5 dogs just coming at these pit bulls, and they just sit there and stood there. That's what I would like to have. You know what I mean? That kind of level of training where my dogs don't react unless they're called to do so. That's what I would like. But that would take some work, and I just don't have the time. So Blue Flame, what do you give them the names they have? So you know what, Blue Flame, my kids my named the Rottweilers, Storm and Creed, and then Wifey basically named uh, Rain. So sometimes he does it. He stands right over her, waiting for her to lick. You know what? I don't know why he does that, but he loves it. These dogs, man. What are your thoughts on a Tibet Mastiff? Never had one, but it's a massive dog too. Yvette, how are you? Good to see you again. You've been hanging out with us too. We appreciate you so much, your support. Yvette, you've been wonderful. I praise, yeah, I think I saw that video. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. Those two dogs, they were just sitting there on the curb, not even budging, man. I was like, wow. Malinois are a lot of work. Yeah, so Didi, that's the one thing I don't think I want to have. And I know people are proud of their Malinois, but I just don't know. I feel like if a Malinois wants something, there's no way you could block. I mean, unless you tie like a rope to this dog, it can jump over any fence. It can, it can high jump over. Like there's nothing that you can. How can you stop a Malinois? I'm sure you can train it to not do that. But in my mind, I just think of a Malinois just not respecting, any boundary that I give him, and he's just gonna jump over it because they're so athletic. Uh, Yeah, that's an excellent and rare. Yeah, yeah. I mean that'd be so awesome to have your dogs trained so well that they don't even react to a gang of dogs coming in barking at them. Been looking at Connie Corso kennels selling puppies, and they're doing first picks for $4,000. Yeah. What is the easiest breed to train? Hmm. I don't know. Those are some good factoids to have, but my suspicion is that the more intelligent the species is, because a lot of people say that Connie Corsos are more intelligent than Rottweilers, and I could see that. I mean, he is pretty smart. Like this guy here, it took him no time to learn how to use the doggy door. Like he's like on it, and even to this day, he's never confused. When it's locked, he knows it's locked. When it's open, he doesn't even question it. My Rottweiler acts like she's like confused every time. Like I don't know if it's open or not. Like you can see right through the door, you know it's open, but she gets all weirded out, and I have to coax her and get her to, it takes her a minute. But once she has it, she'll get it. But he's really kind of like pretty sharp. So in some ways, I think that may be true. Maybe Connie Corsos are slightly smarter than Rottweilers, which could make them easy to train. But he's also kind of more stubborn than she is. You see, whenever I call Storm, she's right here. She'll come right there. And then this guy here takes his sweet time, or maybe he doesn't even want to come. Yeah. So I suspect there's also an element of personality too. Every dog probably has a slightly different personality. I used to have a German Rottweiler with a 12-inch head between the ears. Wow, it's built in the DNA. And Yvette's taking a break. Um, Paul says, "Praise sorry, 2100 is not going to be enough for this litter. This is not a basic breed of Corso, but both sire and dame origin is imported from a popular kennel. Both sides have champion lines." That is absolutely correct. Paul is always on that. Um, he is correct about what he's saying, because even my Cane Corso comes from the kennel. The original kennel is Custodinos. Am I saying that right, Paul? Custodinos kennels, and is that from Serbia or is that from Italy? I don't know. Paul knows better than I do about my own dog's lineage. Hunter, what's going on? We're late. We're streaming late again, where we can barely see the dogs, but oftentimes we're just conversating. barely see. It gets so dark out here, but it's wonderful, y'all. I love being out here where there's no street lights out there. I mean, all the lights you see is basically from the houses. It's so peaceful, so peaceful. My dogs are just chilling, having a good time. But yeah, guy, I'm probably gonna go inside. Wifey had a rough day, so if you guys are educators or any of the administrative positions in education, guys, man, y'all just pour one out for those people, man, because they treat educators and administrators and education so poorly sometimes. And unfortunately, my wife is going through the ringer right now, so I need to go probably go in there and support her. So praise always wants the last word. Yeah, good night, Paul B. Catch you a little bit later. Is anybody gonna beat Paul on that last word? But hey, oh, by the way, I'll probably be on Saturday morning. I'm probably not gonna stream. I I'm pushing for my wife to be off tomorrow because man, she has been through it, y'all. She has been through it. So I'm gonna hopefully give her some support. I'll probably be home. Not I won't be at home, but I'll probably not stream tomorrow. You probably see me again on Saturday morning. But I do need to read Paul's comment, Paul Z's comment. To buy a Corso from the American line, which is a lot of the Corsos in the U.S., you're looking at 3,000. But this litter is truly European line, the true Corso. You're looking at $4,000 average. Yeah. Well, Paul's done the math, guys. You heard it first from Paul. So if you want something from with good lineage like that and good genes and good temperament, you're gonna have to pay. So anyways, Paulie, I'll have at least 5,000 by then. Okay. So Praise is ready to put up the money. He's like, I got the money. So thank y'all for the thumbs up too, guys. I really appreciate it. Sometimes I look up and I'm really surprised at the number of thumbs up that I get, and I'm just really overjoyed by that. So thank y'all so much for those thumbs up. Thank y'all for the subscribers. Thank y'all for the return people, because that also is encouraging. You know, because sometimes people subscribe to your channel, they don't even like come back and look and see what you do. So I appreciate y'all for coming back, checking on us. I appreciate y'all for your advices that y'all hand out to each other, to me, and I'm looking at y'all just go back and forth. um, oh, they heard something. All right, 3, 2, 1. Bye, guys. Who was the last word? Who was the last word? Who?